Under the Weimar Republic era of Germany, taking place from 1919 to 1933, homosexual activity was outlawed under paragraph 175 of the Criminal Code. However, though illegal, homosexuality was generally tolerated by Weimar Germany. This made it easy for German activists to become global leaders in efforts intended to reform societal attitudes condemning homosexuality. When the Nazis took control of Germany in 1933, these marginal freedoms vanished. Nazis intensely persecuted German homosexuals, particularly males, as part of a purification process. Gay men in particular were targeted because they were viewed as contagions that only made society weaker due to the fact they did nothing to contribute to the growth of the Aryan race. It took little time for the Nazi influence to be felt. On May 6, 1933, German troops led students into the Institute of Sexual Science in Berlin and occupied the library. After 4 days, the Institute's collection of approximately 12,000 books and 35,000 pictures was destroyed in the center of Berlin. The founder of the Institute, Magnus Hirschfeld, was in France at the time of the occupation. Afterwards, he never returned to Germany. Police closed and banned bars, clubs, and publications that they thought promoted homosexual activity. In the mid-1930s, the Gestapo instructed local police forces to keep lists of potentially gay men. However, the period from 1937 to 1939 represented the peak years of homosexual persecution. Nazis routinely raided homosexual meetings and created a network of informants to go spy on suspected homosexuals. On April 4, 1938, the Gestapo announced that convicted homosexual males could be interned in concentration camps. Over 50,000 men were convicted and sentenced to time in regular prisons, and between 5,000 and 15,000 were placed into concentration camps. In these camps, homosexuals were marked by pink triangles, making them easy to identify for harsh treatment. In fact, according to many survivor accounts, homosexuals were among the most abused groups in internment. Though there are no official numbers, leading scholar Rudiger Lottmann asserts that the death rate of homosexuals may have been as high as 60%, which would be more than the rate of political prisoners that died, which was 41%. Long after World War II, Germany refused to acknowledge the atrocities against homosexuals. Reforms to paragraph 175 of the German Criminal Code, which outlawed homosexual activity, did not occur until the early 1970s, and the code itself was not abolished until 1994. As a result, it was not until the early 2000s that Germany officially apologized to the gay community. In the spirit of Vergangenheitsbewältigung, the Lesbian and Gay Federation of Germany called for the creation of the memorial to the homosexuals persecuted under the Nationalist Socialist regime. It was publicly unveiled in May of 2008 as a large gray cube-like structure in the heart of Berlin. The structure has a small window on its front side through which visitors can view a short, looped video that is changed every few years. The first film showed two men kissing, and the subsequent film showed the reaction of other people to two men kissing. Early this month, Israeli multimedia artist Yael Bertana will insert a new video to honor the memory of those lost due to homosexual persecution. While the new generation of Germans remains intent on building a more open and accepting identity for their country, it also never forgets the atrocities that occurred on behalf of their ancestors. The large, gray structure serves as a means to memorialize those who lost their lives in the previous chapter of German history. Thank you for listening.